All right, friends, welcome to you all around the world. Welcome to Follow the Money Radio. So grateful to have you here along for the ride. We got a great show lined up for you today. Episode number 444. The first step to financial independence is what we're calling this. It's all about stocking up, saving up, and giving back. That's really what this podcast episode is all about. And I want to welcome you to today's episode, and I'm thrilled to have you join us for this journey that we're really going to be embarking on that's going to empower you to take control of your financial destiny. I'm your host, Jerry Robinson. Today, we're diving deep into level 1 of our 5 levels of financial freedom. It's a critical phase in our pursuit of financial independence, and you've taken a momentous step by tuning in. Let me assure you, you're in the right place. In fact, if you listen to our last podcast episode 443, where we talked about the roadmap to financial independence, the roadmap to financial freedom, we were talking about a broad overview of our 5 levels of financial freedom, which you can find on our website, completely free, followthemoney.com/5 levels. And, today what we're going to be doing, and we do this, about once a year, we will go in and we will just spend several podcast episodes going through our 5 levels of financial freedom. These are really important things. Even though sometimes I feel like I'm a broken record talking about this every year, I don't think we talk about it enough, quite frankly. I think that many people need to hear these basic topics, and they need to be motivated to take, action. And that's really what today's episode is really all about. Here in level 1, what we're going to be talking about in today's episode, we're laying the groundwork for a future filled with financial security and confidence, and especially peace of mind. It's like building a sturdy house. We're focusing on the foundation, and that means getting prepared for the uncertainties of life while also working on cultivating the habits that lead to financial security. So what's on our agenda today? Well, we're going to be delving into the essential components of creating an emergency financial reserve, but it's not just about money. It's also about building resilience and safeguarding your financial plan. It's going to be everything from crafting a charitable giving plan to putting together your very own go bag. We're covering it all in level 1. So don't worry, I'm not here to give you a laundry list of tasks and then just to vanish into the digital ether. No, here to walk this path with you every step of the way. Remember, every single piece of advice, everything we talk about in our 5 levels of financial freedom that we'll be talking about on today's episode, we've taken this very journey ourselves. So buckle up and get ready to unlock the secrets to a more secure financial future. As Mark Twain once wisely said, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. And trust me, we're taking that first step together right here, right now. So let's dive right into level 1 and start building the foundation that will elevate your financial life. All right, so one of the most unusual things about our 5 levels of financial freedom, which again, you can find online, followthemoney.com/5 levels, completely free. You can go right through it. You can see all of the different topics we talk about. This is all about building a financial game plan that won't break down. But one of the most interesting things, and I think one of the most novel and unique things about it, is the fact that we go beyond dollars and cents right from the very get-go. It's all about, creating a legacy of impact and generosity at the very outset of our 5 levels of financial freedom. And as level 1 opens up, as you see in our 5 levels, it all begins by crafting your very own charitable giving plan. Now, you may be wondering, why is a charitable giving plan important on my journey to financial independence? Well, it's all about aligning your financial goals with your values and making a positive difference in the world. Similar to a financial plan, a charitable giving plan helps guide you towards a purposeful use of your resources. So how do you create your charitable giving plan? Well, it's simpler than you may think. You begin by envisioning the kind of impact that you want to make. Do you have a cause that's close to your heart? Is there a specific organization or group that resonates with you, a certain mission, a certain vision that just kind of speaks to you? What you want to do is you want to set a goal not just for your own financial success, but for the positive change that you want to bring about through your resources. So here's a practical exercise. Take a moment and estimate how much you would like to contribute to charitable causes over the course of your lifetime. Right? That doesn't have to be an astronomical figure. It's about having a target that reflects your intentions. So whether it's a percentage of your income or it's a fixed amount or it's some sort of combination of those, having this goal in mind can be incredibly empowering. Now remember, a charitable giving plan is not set in stone. Life is obviously full of twists and turns, and your plan is going to evolve as your life does. But as you progress on your path towards financial success and financial freedom, you'll have the flexibility to adjust your contributions and explore new avenues of giving. But the real magic happens when you take that first step, when you commit to giving back and making a difference. So not only will your charitable giving plan bring joy to others, but it'll also enrich your own sense of purpose and fulfillment. Now, we have an entirely free worksheet that you can download right from our website, followthemoney.com/giving. And I have it right here in front of me. It's very powerful. What it does is it talks about different ways that you can give, different types of charities that you can give to, but it also asks many questions to help you identify what really matters to you. What's the most single important thing in your life, right? These are some of the questions that I'm looking at. What percentage of your income are you currently giving, and what percentage of your income would you like to be able to give away on an annual basis? And there's many other questions in here too, that'll really challenge you. And it's about it looks like it's about probably 12 pages long. So you can go to followthemoney.com/giving. And there you'll be able to download that completely free PDF, and it'll just get you thinking in that direction. And what you're going to do is you're just going to decide from the get-go how you're going to approach giving, right? Is it going to be something that's important to you? You may decide, I don't want to give. I don't want to give any money at all. Okay, well, that's your decision. Nobody is going to force that upon you. But I can tell you that money is highly deceptive. And if you just spend your time working for money and you become its slave, and you don't have a greater mission or a vision for that, for those finances, it can really lead you to not be joyful. It can strip you of joy. It can take away your peace. Ironically, many people strive to make money because they think it'll bring them peace of mind. But in reality, if you don't have the right attitude towards money, it may not actually do that for you. It may actually bring less peace. It may actually bring less joy in your life. So this is why we front load our 5 levels of financial freedom with giving. And we also have several podcasts in our archive. As you can imagine, we have over 400 episodes. One of them that just really stands out to our listeners and to me as well is episode number 376, which is all about giving, and we called the episode Giving on Purpose. It's a very powerful podcast episode that I encourage you to check out, episode 376. So if you want to dive deeper into the giving topic, check out that episode. Also go to followthemoney.com/giving and download that charitable giving worksheet. It'll really help you get your mind thinking properly as you're planning out your financial future. Okay, so that's the very first step in our 5 levels of financial freedom. In level 1 is to create that charitable giving plan, to think about that early and set it out, and you can always change it. Of course, it's going to be edited, but that's a very powerful step. Okay, so the second step in level 1 of our 5 levels of financial freedom is all about being prepared, vigilant, and ready for anything that life might throw our way. And that's why in this second step of our 5 levels of financial freedom, level 1, we are going to build our very own go bag. It's a powerful tool for emergency preparedness. Now, you might be wondering, what's a go bag and why is it essential on my path to financial independence? Well, picture this. A go bag is like a trusty sidekick. It's ready to spring into action when you need it most. And what is a go bag? Well, it's a collection of essentials that can sustain you and your loved ones for at least 72 hours in the face of unforeseen circumstances. So literally, it's a bag. In fact, I have a couple. I have one in my house and one in my car. And these are just backpacks filled with very important basics of life. So how do you create your go bag? Well, you think of it as a well thought out collection of items that cover the basics like food and water, clothing, personal documents, and anything you need to survive comfortably for a few days. We're talking about non-perishable snacks, a water supply, change of clothes, important documents, first aid essentials, things like this. In fact, we have a whole list on our website all about the go bag and our 5 levels of financial freedom. But the way we look at the go bag is it's like an insurance policy for our peace of mind. It's your lifeline during unexpected events like natural disasters, power outages, or even personal emergencies. I'm thinking about what recently happened in Hawaii, where people had to bug out of their house quickly to escape a wildfire. People living in the western part of the United States who deal with fires. This is a common occurrence. Tornado season, hurricanes, all of these things where people have to leave or they have to flee quickly. This is just simply a practical thing to have. So things can happen. The power can go out. Personal emergencies can arise. Natural disasters. And having a well-prepared go bag can make all the difference when every second counts. So, what I would encourage you to do is to take some time to gather the items you need for your go bag. And you don't have to do it all at once. Again, remember, our 5 levels of financial freedom are suggestions to you that you can use. These are things that you may not think of. This is why it's powerful. But you may decide to check that off of your list and say, I don't want to have a go bag. We wouldn't suggest that, but we would say that it's a very practical thing for you to have. But again, you don't have to do it all at once. You can start with the basics and gradually, build up from where you are. But imagine the relief that you'll feel knowing that you and your family are well equipped to handle challenging situations. I can't tell you how many times we've received emails from people who have taken this idea about a go bag and have done it, and then they've ended up using it. I mean, we have personally used our go bag. I can count on one hand how many times we've had to use it, thankfully. But nonetheless, when we needed it, we really, really needed it. I've often told the story about how we were traveling through East Texas one time. It was just my wife and I, and we were out in the middle of nowhere. We had no cell phone reception. We found out later, and at the wrong time. And we had an issue with our car. And the items that we had in our go bag sustained us and protected us in a time whenever we were somewhere where there was hardly any traffic at all. We were out in the middle of nowhere and had no cell phone signal. It was pretty scary for a moment. But that go bag gave us a lot of peace of mind, right? Until we could find help. And we did find help. And so it all worked out. But here's the deal. I want to stress to you that, don't be overwhelmed by any of this. Remember, you don't have to do it all at once. You just start with the basics, gradually build it up. And a go bag isn't just about physical items. It's also about the peace of mind that comes from knowing that you're prepared, right, for whatever may come your way. So I would encourage you in this step to dedicate some time to creating your go bag, gradually add to it over time. Remember, it's not about fear. This is about empowerment. And as we journey towards financial freedom, we want to embrace the power of preparedness and to build a future where we're ready for anything that comes our way. So the go bag is very powerful. Again, you can go to followthemoney.com/5 levels, go right to level 1. You'll see that go bag right there. You can click on that link and go right in and learn all about the go bag. We have a video where I show what's in our go bag, so you can even see that right there on our website. Very powerful tip in level 1. Let's move on and talk about the next step now in level 1, and that is ensuring food and water supplies. We're basically stocking up here on 3 months of food and water supplies to ensure our financial peace. So ensuring that you and your loved ones are equipped to weather any storm that comes your way, that's really what level 1's all about. So in this step, we're really focused upon stocking up on 3 months of food and water supplies. Now, you may be wondering, why would I do this? Why would I focus on food and water supplies if I'm trying to break free financially? Well, just as a well-tended garden yields a bountiful harvest, preparing a 3-month supply of essentials ensures that you and your family can thrive even during unforeseen challenges. It's about embracing self-sufficiency and ensuring that you have a cushion during uncertain times. It's very powerful. Again, when you need that food or water, those water supplies, there's nothing else that we can have. And the option is that you don't stock up, you don't prepare, you don't have some extra on hand, and then you have to go and knock on your neighbor's door and say, hey, I didn't prepare for this situation. Can you help me? Wouldn't you rather be the person who's helping your neighbor as opposed to the one who needs help from your neighbor? Well, you have the opportunity now to prepare. I don't know what's going to happen in the future, and neither do you. Nobody knows. But having being prepared in the event of a crisis or an emergency in this wild world that we live in, I believe is wisdom. So financial independence and financial freedom is not just about money in the bank, although that's a big part of it. But it's also about being prepared for anything, right? Being prepared for anything. And you can only do so much, but you can do some things. And that's what we're talking about. So how do you go about stocking up? Well, we, again, have tons of information about this on our website on followthemoney.com/5 levels. Look at level 1. You'll see we talk about this very topic. We even have videos of explaining how we do this personally. But just to make a few suggestions here is to start by making a list of essential items that your household consumes regularly. You want to think about non-perishable foods that provide sustenance and comfort. Canned foods, grains, dry fruits, other long-lasting items. These can form the backbone of your stockpile. And then one of the things that are very important to us is that we don't want a bunch of nasty freeze-dried food that we would never eat normally. We just want to buy more of what we already buy. But those things that don't perish for a long time, that have a long shelf life. And so you just want to have extra. In this case, in level 1, we're building a 3-month food and water supply so that we could get through something problematic if we needed it. Everybody can afford to buy an extra can of beans or an extra, some extra grains or dried fruit or whatever every time they go to the store. And you can just kind of stock up and have a reserve and then just kind of rotate that reserve. We talk about that in the video that we have on our website. Now, another thing you want to think about is water. You want to consider water. That's a fundamental necessity of life, and you want to calculate how much water your family requires per day. I mean, the reason why this is really serious is because water supplies can be tainted by all kinds of things, natural disasters, but also ill intentions of bad guys. I mean, you hear about this. The food supply, of course. The food chain supply, the supply chain, obviously can also be compromised. So these are real things that you can take control of by preparing for them now. And obviously, if you live near a water source, that's also very powerful. So we live kind of on a hobby farm out in Northwest Arkansas, and it has plenty of water sources. And that was really important to us to find something that had water sources. But if you don't have water sources nearby, well, you can obviously buy a very powerful water filter, like the Cat-O-Dine water filter that they use in the military. That's very powerful in the event that you needed it. You can use it when you go camping and things like that, but you can also have it for your go bag in the event that you need it. Remember, what you're doing is you're building up a 3-month supply, and it's a gradual process. You start small, perhaps dedicating a portion of your pantry or a storage area for your supplies. And each time you shop, you just add a few extra items to your stockpile. And, just as we save money to secure our financial future, we're also investing in the security of our physical well-being. And stocking up on some extra food, some extra water isn't a sign of fear. It's a sign of wisdom. It's a sign of foresight. So we want to be proactive in this, and we take this step together. We begin by creating a shopping list of items to gradually accumulate over time. So whether it's a power outage, a natural disaster, some other unexpected circumstance, you'll have the peace of mind that comes from knowing that you're prepared to navigate challenges. Now, on the other side of this break, we're going to come back and we're going to delve into the core principles of financial success, specifically talking about saving money. So we're going to talk about the saving aspect of money when it comes to level 1 on the other side of this break. Hold tight. Hey friends, it's Jerry Robinson here from Follow the Money Radio. We just launched a very exciting live weekly webcast called Trends and Profits that I want you to be a part of. It is part of our membership. You have to be a member here at followthemoney.com to be able to enjoy this webcast. But what we do in this webcast is we provide you every week with valuable insights, trend alerts, actionable investing and trading ideas. And then you also have the opportunity to get your questions answered during our member Q&A segment. Each episode of the Trends and Profits webcast, which is every single week, is thoughtfully crafted to deliver 4 segments that will empower you to make smarter smarter investment decisions. We begin with a news brief, helping you stay up to date with the latest market news that could impact your investment strategies. We analyze the current events and economic data and geopolitical trends to help you navigate this ever-changing market landscape. In segment 2, we move into trend alerts and help you stay ahead of the curve with our trend alerts. We share our expert analysis of market trends. We identify key opportunities and potential pitfalls, and we help you discover those emerging trends so you can unlock potential profits. And then in segment 3 of our new weekly webcast, we tackle actionable investing and trading ideas. So when you're ready to take action, this is the perfect segment for you. We present actionable ideas and strategies designed to help you capitalize on market trends, from stock picks to ETF trading strategies, crypto ideas. You'll receive practical guidance to help you achieve your financial goals. And then in our 4th segment, we spend time answering your questions, which matter to us greatly. We believe in the power of community and fostering a supportive learning environment. So during our member Q&A segment of our weekly live webcast, we address your specific queries. We provide insights and offer some general advice to help you overcome any hurdles you may face in your investing or trading journey. So our brand new Trends and Profits webcast for members only, I encourage you to check it out. You've got to be a member here. Of course, you got to go to followthemoney.com/join. Become a member today. Start your 7-day free trial. Check it out. If you want to be a better investor, a better trader, you want good ideas delivered to you in your inbox every single day, Follow the Money. That's where you want to go. followthemoney.com/join. We're here for you. We want to help you in 2023. I'll see you on the other side. All right, friends, welcome back to the program. We're in the middle of our level 1 episode. We're talking about level 1 from our 5 levels of financial freedom. And each one of these levels have their own steps that are included. And in level 1, it's all about building an emergency reserve. But as we pointed out, it's not just about dollars and cents. It's also about creating a charitable giving plan and also storing up food and water so we can prepare for life's uncertainties and a go bag and all of this. So as we continue through, we have 2 more steps we want to talk about in level 1. And the next step is initiating a systematic savings plan. So we're talking about now we're really getting into, as I mentioned, the core principle of financial success. And that is to begin to think of your savings plan as planting seeds of financial security that will sprout and grow into a garden of opportunities. How about that? So in essence, it's about cultivating a habit that leads to stability, resilience, and growth. So we're talking about saving, and this is something that many people have a difficult time with. Many people may understand the importance of giving, or they may understand the importance of investing, but sometimes savings can kind of slip through the cracks, and we can think that maybe it's not a habit that we really should adopt. But when it comes to initiating your own systematic savings plan, it all begins with setting a clear intention. So you have to decide how much you can comfortably save each month, with the ultimate goal of stashing away at least 15% of your income every single month. Now, if you could save 15% of every paycheck that you receive, at least 15%, you would be well on your way to having a comfortable retirement, and you would be well on your way to not having to fall into credit card debt every time there's an issue, right? So, but again, we want to be able to do this comfortably. And so remember, this is about progress. It's not about perfection. So you start where you can, and you gradually increase your contributions over time. Now let's talk about consistency. A key ingredient in your financial recipe is consistency. Just as you water a plant regularly so that it grows, you have to automate your savings contributions. And this ensures that a portion of your earnings goes directly into your savings before you even have the chance to spend it. Now, we're going to talk about the profit principle when we get to level 3 of our 5 levels of financial freedom. The profit principle was something that just, blew my mind early on in my life, and I'm so thankful that I came to an understanding of the profit principle. But I've talked about it on previous episodes, but I want to talk more about it on an upcoming episode again. But, the importance here is to make sure that your systematic savings plan is something that you're not stopping, that you continue to systematically save. And by allocating a portion of your income to savings, you're creating a foundation for achieving your goals, whether it's buying a home or starting a business or enjoying a well-deserved retirement. This is where all of the rubber meets the road. You're watching your savings grow over time, and your contributions are accumulating. You're sowing the seeds of financial independence and reaping the rewards of discipline and foresight. So set your savings plan in motion, automate your contributions, watch your financial landscape transform before your eyes. Now, when we talk about saving, we're talking about, of course, saving 15%. That's your savings goal, 15% or more ideally, right? But 15% at the very least is the goal, right? And there's tremendous benefits for that. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to save in level 1. We move on to the final step now. The final step of level 1 is to begin that saving strategy and then to build 2 months of savings based upon your gross income. And this is going to build a strong savings foundation for you as you continue through the 5 levels. Because when we get to level 3, you're going to raise that from 2 months to 6 months of income that's going to be saved. But right now, just as we're getting started, we're just going to save 2 months in level 1. So let's discuss this final stage of level 1. What we're doing here is we are building a robust savings cushion that can weather life's unexpected storms. Now, let's think of it as a safety net that envelops you and your loved ones during times of uncertainty, just like a lighthouse that guides ships through turbulent waters. Your savings cushion is going to help you through financial challenges, and it's going to help you do it with confidence and with grace, right? So you're not going to end up in a situation where you get a flat tire and you have to go out and whip out the Visa, right? You don't have a situation where, you have suddenly a need arise and then you suddenly need to go into debt to take care of that need. So how are you going to go about building 2 months of savings? What you're going to do is you're going to begin by calculating your monthly income, and your goal is to have 2 months worth of income safely stowed away. And right now, I don't want to date this podcast episode, but right now, interest rates are higher than they've been in some time. So when you do save, you're actually going to receive, some decent interest on that savings, which is good news. But remember, this isn't something that's done overnight. It's not some overnight feat. It's a gradual process of setting aside a portion of your income one step at a time. But here's the beautiful part. The moment that you start building your savings cushion, you are going to be fortifying your financial foundation and enhancing your peace of mind. So imagine the liberation of having 2 months worth of income securely tucked away. It means you have the freedom to, somewhat navigate unexpected situations. Now, 2 months of income saved, that's not your ultimate goal, but we got baby steps. We're getting there. So we're in level 1. And so whether it's a medical emergency, a sudden job loss, or even, an enticing investment opportunity, you'll be able to take advantage of those things. So remember, your savings pool here is not just for emergencies. It definitely is emergency reserve, but we also call it an opportunity pool of capital. This is money that you'll be able to tap in the event that something arises that you want to take advantage of. And many times people don't have that money aside, so they're not able to take advantage of opportunities when they arise. So building that savings cushion isn't about pessimism. It's not about fear. It's about empowerment. It's a testament to your dedication to your financial well-being, to your commitment to a brighter, more secure future. So you start by assessing your monthly income. How much am I bringing in every single month? And what I want to do is I want to save 2 months of that. And that's my first goal. Before I invest $1 into anything, I want 2 months of liquid savings right now. And every dollar that you save is a step closer to financial peace and resilience. So there you have the culmination here of level 1 in our pursuit of financial independence. What we have now is we have this really powerful strategy that is going to allow us to go from 0 all the way up to, achieving our financial dreams, achieving our financial destiny. So we got to start somewhere. Now, as I've talked about before, many times people will say, well, I'm already investing, or I already have a 401k, or I have my own business. So I probably don't need to go worry about level 1. And that's what I would strongly encourage you not to do, is to not put the cart before the horse. Go back and humbly take a look at level 1 and see where you might have some deficiencies. My wife and I go back and look at our 5 levels, regularly to make sure that we're still, staying in tune with everything that we have recommended ourselves. And we certainly have in the past, but you want to continue to maintain that. So in level 1, we've talked about all of these different topics. We've talked about the importance of giving back, crafting your charitable giving plan. We've talked about emergency preparedness, building your go bag. We've talked about, stocking up, ensuring food and water security. We've talked about savings and initiating your systematic savings plan. And we've talked about the financial resilience that comes from building a strong savings foundation. And we recommend, 2 months of liquid savings in level 1 before you move on to level 2. And in fact, our next podcast, we're going to move into level 2 of our 5 levels of financial freedom, but we're going to camp out there for a few episodes because there's some really powerful things that we want to get across in level 2. And this is toward the beginning of your journey. And these are things you don't want to miss. So I sure encourage you to check out and tune in to our next episode as we're going to be moving into level 2. But I sure hope that today's episode has been very empowering for you. It's been educational, and I just can't wait to hear from you about how these 5 levels of financial freedom are transforming your life the way that they have so many others in our listening audience. Friends, well, there you have it. We've gone through level 1 of our 5 levels of financial freedom, and what a journey it's been. We've talked about many different topics, as we've already said, crafting a charitable giving plan, building your very own go bag, stocking up on essentials, food and water, initiating a systematic savings plan, and creating a robust savings cushion, at least 2 months of income saved in the form of monthly income. And each step has brought us closer to a future of empowerment and security. But remember, this is just the beginning. As we conclude our discussion of level 1 and now prepare to venture into new levels of our 5 levels of financial freedom, let's just take a moment to reflect on the significance of what we've accomplished together here. We've embraced the power of giving back. We've nurtured a spirit of generosity that is not only going to impact others, but it's going to enrich our own lives. We've armed ourselves with preparedness, creating a safety net that ensures our well-being even in the face of uncertainty. We've set the stage for financial stability through systematic savings, laying the groundwork for our dreams, our destiny to come to fruition so that we can afford to do the things that we feel called to do in life. And perhaps most importantly, we've come to understand that financial freedom isn't just about numbers, but it's about a mindset. It's a way of life. It's about making conscious choices that align with our values and propel us towards a future that's brimming with all kinds of possibilities. So I want to thank you again for joining me on this transformative episode. Remember, no matter where you are in your financial path, you're not alone. We're in this together, and our collective commitment to growth and empowerment will guide us through every step of the way. We're here to support you at followthemoney.com. We've been serving members around the globe in many different countries for more than 10 years. We started in 2010, and you can go to our website, followthemoney.com, get lots of free resources there. We also have a membership for premium members who want to go deeper. We have lots there for you. We also have a YouTube channel and social media, so be sure to connect with us, as you see fit. And as always, as we now come to the final moments of today's broadcast, I'd like to leave you with a final word. This time, spoken by the great investor Warren Buffett, who said, "Do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after savings." Yeah, let's let those words reverberate in our minds. They encapsulate the essence of our level 1 journey, a journey marked by deliberate choices, empowered decisions, and the unwavering commitment to your financial well-being. Remember, every step you take, every dollar you save, is a testament to your dedication of a life of financial security and pursuing your calling, the thing that you're on this earth for. Every single person listening to me has a purpose. There's a reason why you're on this earth. There's a reason why you have the talents and the skills and the desires that you have, right? So, my friends, let this principle guide you on the path ahead. Keep your eyes on the horizon, stay true to your goals, and embrace the joy of building your financial freedom, one intentional step and one intentional choice at a time. And that's just something to think about. Remember, friends, when you want the truth about the global economy, just follow the money. Have a safe and prosperous week, and we'll see you right back here next time. Until then, God bless.
Contained on the Follow the Money podcast is strictly for informational and educational purposes. It should not be construed as specific investment advice. The views and opinions of our guests and sponsors, including Tom Cloud, are their own and do not necessarily represent the views of FTMDaily.com or Robinson Media Group, LLC. Jerry Robinson does hold an insurance license and at times may offer consulting on life insurance and fixed retirement income products. Follow-up, individualized responses to email or phone requests that involve the rendering of personalized investment advice for compensation will not be made absent compliance with state investment advisor registration requirements or an applicable exemption or exclusion and applicable insurance regulations. Past performance is not indicative of future results. You should be aware of the real risk of loss in following any strategy or investment discussed on the podcast. Remember, never do your financial planning through podcast or radio. It's your money. Be wise. Do your due diligence and always consult a trusted financial professional before making any financial decisions.